Alright guys, so today I'm going to show you a basic triangle, but I'm also going to show you something that's really cool that we can do if they decide they're going to stack us. So I'm starting off from my closed guard with a cross collar and a sleeve. Now the cross collar, you guys, this is how deep I want your grip. So I want fingers in, 4 fingers in. Now, I want your grip so deep that if you do a thumbs up, it's behind, your thumb is behind their ear. Okay, that's where I want your grip. And the other hand is just a cuff grip, 4-finger grip, spider grip on the cuff. Now, so for the triangle, right, we need to trap the arm. You know, we need to have one arm in, one arm out. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to open up my guard, you guys, but what I'm not going to do, I'm not putting my feet on the ground, and I'm not pinching my partner. I'm just opening up my guard, keeping my legs straight, and I'm going to hammer my hamstrings onto his quads to start to shift myself away. And when I end, I want to make sure I'm ending on the hip, of the same hip that's of the sleeve I have of the cuff grip. Now, I'm going to take my outside leg, you guys, and I'm going to bring my knee onto his chest, or like my shin onto his chest. From here, you guys, I have this constant pull of his collar, and I have pressure into his chest. From here, his hand is in the middle of my legs, you guys. So as soon as that hand disappears, that's when I'm going to shoot my triangle. So I got my shin across his chest. From here, I'm going to start to turn my knee down as I'm pulling the collar and pushing into him. As soon as I feel that hand is gone, I'm going to make sure I just slide up his body, keeping myself connected, and do a nice hamstring curl on his back, and then cross my feet for the triangle. I shoot the triangle, you guys. Now, I want to let go of the sleeve and grab my shin immediately. You guys, when we're grabbing our leg, make sure we're not grabbing feet, we're not grabbing our ankle, we're grabbing our shin. And this is why. If I don't grab my shin, a lot of time partners, especially when they're stronger than you, they can just posture up, get wide, and the triangle's gonna be kind of over. Even if I had the collar grip. So now, if I just grab my shin, watch what happens when he tries to posture. It's gonna be really difficult. He has to lift my whole body. So now, from here, I like to make my triangle tight before I bring the arm across. So to do that, I just make sure my knees are always pinching. I put my foot on the hip, and when I create the angle, I'm making sure my head goes towards his outside arm, and look at my top leg. It slides across his back, and now my feet are pointing towards his other side. And then when I cross the triangle, I do not need to have my ankle behind my knee. I just need to make sure I'm keeping flex feet. So I just make it as tight as I can with my flex feet. Yep. So from here, to get the arm across, you guys, all I'm going to do is I'm going to now let go of the collar grip. I'm going to just take my hand, look, just put my palm, like grab it on top of his wrist. Just like this. We don't need material. Now, very quickly, I'm going to let go of my shin, bring it across, and then grab my shin again. So I'll let go. And you guys notice when I bring it across, so I let go of my shin, I hip up, bring it across, and then grab my shin again.
Hey, why are you guys wasting your time? You know that stuff doesn't work, right?
Now all I have to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tighten it one more time. So I put my foot on the hip, cut the angle towards his wrist, towards his outside arm, make my triangle as tight as I can, keeping flex feet, hip up, lift my toes are towards the ceiling, and get the tap. Yeah. So you guys, from here now, let's say that I went in, and this works whether for him, it works if I grab my shin or not. So let's say I shoot the triangle, and then my partner decides to stack me, because that's super popular now. People like to stack, yep, when they're trying to get out of triangles. So from here, you guys, we're gonna make him suffer for that. So he starts to stack me, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up my guard, and then close it back down over his arm. So now his arm's trapped. One thing I'm not doing, you guys, I'm making sure that my knees are not going above my hips. I'm making sure I'm keeping them away. So now when he tries to stack me, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna work. So from here, you guys, instead of going back to the triangle or trying a triangle again, we're gonna do a cross collar choke. So the reason why the cross collar choke is gonna be a lot better option is because now that his arm is trapped, he's gonna have a very difficult time trying to defend the choke. So what I'm gonna do is this hand, you guys, my free hand, it's gonna go under my arm and it's gonna reach fingers in the collar. But to do that, I'm still square with my partner, so I need to have an angle in order to reach under. So I'm gonna angle myself away from him. And now, when I reach under, it's gonna be a straight shot. Look, right into his collar. I get it as deep as I need to. Now, to finish it, I'm gonna come back to center. I'm gonna pull him to my belly button as my elbows graze my ribs. Get the tap. Again, you guys. So I shot my triangle And look, I'll even grab my shin, right? And then my partner starts to stack me. I'm gonna let go, open up. And you guys notice, as soon as I close, I'm keeping my knees below my hip line. So now from here, I'm gonna need to get my second hand in for the choke. So I'm gonna cut my angle, and then look, just reach right, you guys, it's palm up underneath my arm, and it's a straight shot right into his collar. So from here, I'm gonna come back to center. I'm gonna make sure I pull him to my belly button, and my elbows are gonna graze my ribs. Get the tap.